Well, get a load of this. This is what the National Weather Service has designated as DVD-sized hail.
Wow.
Yeah, you're looking at this massive hailstone. Folks in Afton, Texas, captured this monster hailstone yesterday. Hail reports confirmed 5 to 6 inches in and around the area from severe storms that rolled their way on through. And
It's
I have
like
to say,
as big as his head.
exactly.
It's like grapefruit.
It is a massive hailstone. He's holding up a baseball just for reference, and you can see that it is literally double the size. But there are certainly a lot of factors that, of course, go into the production of large hail, exactly like what we saw in portions of Texas and Oklahoma over the weekend. But this is fascinating. When you look at our large hail reports so far this year, so through April 13th, we have had certainly a number of them coming out of the state of Texas, which is not all that surprising. That's a part of the country where it's pretty common, but a lot in the way of the Midwest. So Missouri, also into Illinois. And this is, again, a very kind of devastating situation for folks, especially when we're talking about massive hailstorms that can total vehicles and also cause a lot of damage to homes and businesses alike. Our hail report trend so far this year, notice where we're running. We've already had more than 3,000 total reports. So 3,072 is where we're currently standing. And average for this point in the season is right around 2,600. So yes, we are running above average, but it's nothing crazy. But when you're looking at some of the states, of course, we talked about Texas. Yeah, the number 587, that's just crazy when you consider the second state on the list, Oklahoma, coming in just 243. I was actually living in Oklahoma. Goodness, I'd have to say this is probably back in 2019, I'd have to say, and there was a massive hailstorm that unfortunately just totaled my friend's vehicle just because it was softball-sized hail. And what we saw over the weekend was even larger than that, the size of a grapefruit, and certainly, as the National Weather Service referred to it as DVD size or maybe CD size, kind of ages us a little bit when we talk about that. I think a lot of kiddos, certainly nowadays, they're like, what are you talking about, a DVD or CD? But yeah, I mean, this is massive hail, 6-inch hailstone measured in Afton. And then, of course, there was that 5-inch hailstone as well. So we've had, of course, anywhere between 4.5 to 5, even 6-inch hailstones. Goldsby, Oklahoma, picked up a 3-inch hailstone there over the last 24 hours. So here's for reference. Of course, baseball size is 2 3/4-inch diameter size hail. Then once we get to about 4 inches, that's the size of a softball, then a grapefruit 4.5 inches. You think about 5-inch diameter size hail, and again, a pin is a good reference for just how large that is. And so when we see hailstones that are larger than about 4.5 inches, so that's the size of grapefruits, there's the potential that the rate of speed at which these hailstones are falling from the sky, they can range anywhere between 75 to 100 miles per hour, Michael.